Hey guys, welcome to episode 2, Variables Made Easy. We're going to look at storing information in Python. Imagine your computer had a memory box where it could store names, scores, ages, or even your favorite game. That's exactly what variables do in Python. And by the end of the video, you'll be able to build a mini program that remembers information like a real app. Let's jump in. In the last video, we made our very first Python program. We used print to display text on the screen, but real programs need to remember things. Imagine trying to build an Instagram, YouTube, or even a calculator without storing information. It would be impossible. That's where variables come in. So what is a variable? The easiest way to think about a variable is like a labeled box. You put information inside the box, and the label helps Python find it later. For example, name equals Alex. Name is the label, equals means store this value, and Alex is the information we're storing. Python now remembers that information for us. Let's create some variables together. So let's create a new file here and call it variables.py. In the first line, let's type name equals Alex in quotation marks. In the second line, let's type age equals 25. Now let's print them. In the next line, we'll type print and in parentheses name. And in the last line, we'll type print and in parentheses age. So let's run the program. And here's the result. Python remembered both pieces of information. Notice something important here. Text goes inside quotation marks and numbers do not. That's because Python treats them differently. So let's look at different types of information. Variables can store different types of data. Some examples of these can be name, age, height, and is student. Let's break these down. Strings are text. Integers are whole numbers. Floats are decimal numbers. And booleans are true or false values. Don't worry about memorizing all the names yet. Right now, just understand this. Variables can store almost anything. Let's take a look at updating variables. Variables can also change. This is really important because apps constantly update information. Let's look at this piece of code. First, we create a variable called score and store the value 0. So right now, score equals 0. Then print score, Python will display 0. But then this happens. Score equals 10. This does not create a second variable. Instead, Python replaces the old value. Now the box contains score equals 10. The old 0 is gone. At first the box says 0, then we replace it with 10. Python always remembers the latest value. The variable stayed the same, but the value changed. That's the key concept. The second value replaces the first one. Python updates the variable. That's how games update scores and how apps track likes, and even how your bank app updates your balance. Now let's look at combining variables. So in an empty file, let's type this. Name equals Alex in quotation marks. Age equals 25. Print, parenthesis, quotation marks, hello, comma, name. And in the last line, again, print, parenthesis, quotation marks, you are, comma, age, comma, quotation marks, years old. Great, so let's run the program. And here's the result. Hello Alex, you are 25 years old. This already feels more like a real application. We're combining text and variables together, and honestly, this is the beginning of almost every app you've ever used. So let's move on to making a mini interactive program. So type this with me. Name equals input, parenthesis, quotation marks. What is your name? Next line, age equals input, parenthesis, quotation marks. How old are you? Next line, print, parenthesis, quotation marks, hello, comma, name, and print, parenthesis, quotation marks, wow, you are, comma, age, comma, quotation marks, years old. This is cool because now the user controls the information. Your program is remembering data in variables and using it later. That's a real programming concept. Run the program. The program will ask, what is your name? Let's type Alex. It will then ask, how old are you? Let's type 25 and push enter. It will display, hello Alex, wow, you are 25 years old. Great, so our mini interactive program works. Try entering some different data and check the results. And that's variables. You just learned how Python stores information, updates it, and uses it later. Now that might sound simple, but this concept is everywhere in programming. Games, websites, apps, and AI tools, everything uses variables. Let's go over a few common mistakes beginners make with variables. Mistake number 1, forgetting quotation marks. Text must be inside quotation marks, otherwise Python thinks it's the name of the variable. Mistake number 2, using spaces in variable names. Variable names can't contain spaces, so use underscores like first underscore name instead. Mistake number 3, capitalization matters. Python treats name and name with a capital N as completely different variables because it's case sensitive. So here's a challenge for you, using what you've learnt in this episode. Create a program that asks for your favorite food, your favorite game, your age, and then print them back in a funny sentence. And then post your version in the comments below. If this video helped you, subscribe, because next we're going to be diving into numbers, strings, and booleans, the 3 data types you'll use in almost every Python program. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.